So I'm definitely gonna go out my way to watch some Lucha Underground and see what's all the fuss about. I haven't seen a single episode of NXT either. I was gonna start watching thanks to my man Samoa Joe finally debuting. But the point is that Jeff Jarrett was right. Jeff Jarrett has been saying that he feels another boom coming for wrestling, and I think this is the start of it. But it's up to us as the fans to support it and take it as far as it can go. If we're just talking about it and bitching about it online and not actually watching it, then we're only hurting the business. I really despise when people talk shit about TNA or ROH and they've never seen a single episode, or they haven't watched it in years, or they just read the spoilers. It just doesn't make any sense to me. If I'm going to talk shit about something, I want to be able to really point out everything that's wrong about it. I like to debate a lot. So all these people that talk shit about Impact Wrestling but haven't seen an episode in years, it's irrelevant. Their whole opinion is completely irrelevant. I think if some ROH fans truly give TNA a chance, ROH fans that haven't watched TNA for years or never have watched TNA, if they truly give TNA a fresh chance, they will be pleasantly surprised at what they find. If they need something to connect to that brings them back to ROH, then they should cheer for the Wolves. They should cheer for Kenny King. They should cheer for Austin Aries. They should cheer for whatever it is that will get them to connect some kind of bridge to what they're familiar with and give the show a proper chance. I personally am looking forward to this. If TNA and ROH do end up cross promoting and doing joint events, I think Global Force Wrestling and WWE have something to fear, just because ROH has such a cult following online. And if it's ROH versus TNA, people are going to want to see that. And ROH currently uses such talents as Christopher Daniels, Kazarian, Jay Lethal, AJ Styles. This would be the bridge for them to have so many storylines, an unbelievable amount of storylines. Just imagine a feud between Bad Influence and the Wolves. And the most ironic thing about it would be that the Wolves are representing TNA and Bad Influence is representing ROH. Imagine a feud between Jay Lethal and Kenny King, with Jay Lethal representing ROH. It just kind of fucks with your mind. And AJ Styles having another feud with Kurt Angle at the twilight of Kurt Angle's career. I always thought that AJ Styles should give Kurt Angle his retirement match. I'm just saying, this opens up a million possibilities. It's going to be interesting to see how WWE reacts to Samoa Joe working ROH dates if they start appearing on Destination America as a lead into his old company, Impact Wrestling. Especially if ROH and TNA have joint events. Either way, I think everybody should be excited for this announcement. I know that the Impact Wrestling roster at first felt the same shit that I felt, which was a pain in my chest. I've been hearing that MVP sounded very negative about it. But I think once it starts to settle in, it doesn't seem like competition as much as people think. It will make both companies better. And a lot of people don't know this, but there's people that used to work for ROH that are part of the creative team for TNA. So a lot of the storylines that they're criticizing would have been an ROH storyline if some of those people never left. That being said, and somebody could correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct. That being said, as soon as he joined the TNA creative team, there was a difference in the storytelling and things were a little bit grittier. TNA continues to get grittier, and we see this with some of the storylines they're pushing. Sorry about that. The point is that, again, it's going to be Impact Wrestling and ROH both working for Destination America in a sense. And this could only mean good things for TNA. It's going to be very interesting to see the ratings for that first Wednesday, which is next Wednesday, June 3rd, I believe. Could be wrong. Long live wrestling. Subscribe to my channel. I'm really going to try to do this again. And when I say that, it's not just going to be about ROH and TNA. It's going to be about Lucha Underground. It's going to be about... God, can you just shut the fuck up? Jesus. So it's not just going to be about Lucha Underground, ROH, and Impact Wrestling. I'm going to try... Sorry, I'm not sure where to look at. I'm going to try to faithfully watch WWE again. It's been a while. And that starts tonight with SmackDown. Jeez, I can't remember the last time I saw an episode of SmackDown. But it's going to happen tonight. To briefly talk about WWE before I finish this video. One of my problems with WWE right now is that a lot of their stars are either sidelined or not with the company anymore. And when I say stars, I mean they're big main eventers. Just 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago, let's say, we had obviously The Undertaker as what seemed like core member of the roster. I'm just going to run through the names. CM Punk, Triple H, Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Orton, Chris Jericho. All these veterans were part of the core roster and would appear more or less regularly with the exception of Lesnar and Undertaker. And not long before that, we had Edge, Shawn Michaels, another member that we just had just last year, Alberto Del Rio, and just a bunch of guys that had that look, that veteran championship look. Flash forward today, the guys that stand out as main event vets, John Cena, Randy Orton, and that's about it. So it's going to be hard to put Tyler Black over as a legitimate, Seth Rollins, as a legitimate champion when he's going to be feuding with guys that are in the same position that he was in not that long ago, like Dean and Roman Reigns, guys that aren't these established superstars. It kind of reminds me of when Samoa Joe won the title back in 2008. He won it from Kurt Angle, and before that he was feuding with Christian, Jeff Jarrett at one point, I'm sure. But when he actually won the title, his first defense was against Scott Steiner and Kaz. His next defense was at Slammiversary. Then he faced Booker T. That was a big name. And eventually he faced Sting. But they had him facing off against people that Kurt Angle wouldn't be facing against if he was champion. If Randy Orton was champion or John Cena, he probably would be feuding against the Triple H's and all these people. Come on, we know what kind of defenses John Cena has put on over the years and the opponents he's had, just about everybody, even Kurt Angle. So Seth Rollins, there's not really a lot of veterans around to put him over. Daniel Bryan would have probably been great, but he's injured. Brock Lesnar would be fucking amazing, but that wouldn't even be possible until possibly Slammiversary, sorry. SummerSlam, just knowing the way they booked Lesnar. I would like to see him go over Triple H if there's ever a face turn in the cards. And if there were, maybe they should have Triple H turn face. For whatever reason, Seth Rollins crosses the line, and Triple H tries to, like calm him down a little bit, and Triple H gets pedigreed by Seth Rollins, and I'm sure the crowd would cheer for that, since Triple H would still be a heel. But if he pedigrees Stephanie as well and just goes on a rampage, it will be clear who's the heel, who's the face. Point is that there's not a lot of people for Seth Rollins to go over that are established super veterans, like the kind of people Edge feuded with Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, Jericho, like, you know what I'm saying, legends in this business. And Seth Rollins needs more of that, or he's not going to feel like an official champion until he goes over some of those people. Anyways, this video was way longer than I intended. Tonight I'm going to watch SmackDown, and I'm going to have my review up tomorrow morning. I don't expect none of these videos to get a lot of views at all, because I'm starting from the bottom again. But it's not about how much views I get, it's just about putting my opinion out there, and eventually when people start to find it, then I guess they can look back at some of the things I said in my older videos and this video and so forth. Long live wrestling. I'm very excited for where 2015 is headed. I think that's an issue in America was pretty smart at signing ROH, and a lot of people feel that them not telling Impact Wrestling that they're going to sign ROH was kind of a clear, obvious sign that they're going to get rid of Impact Wrestling. But you got to remember, Destination America are technically the employers. Impact Wrestling is the employee. There's nowhere in Impact Wrestling's contract that says that they have to communicate with them and inform them of any potential deals or negotiations going on with other companies. That just does not exist in this business. Fox doesn't tell the producers of the following that they're gonna cancel their 4th season and renew Gotham for a 2nd season. It just doesn't happen. A manager doesn't manage one artist and tell them what they plan to do with another artist, unless they're, working together, which we might just have going forward. But prior to this announcement, there's no reason why they should. Obviously, it's kind of sneaky, or it feels sneaky, and there's some courtesy to let them know, but it's not something that's necessarily automatic or mandatory. Anyways, long live wrestling, as I keep saying. It's going to be an exciting year. I urge you to watch both Impact Wrestling and ROH next week. And Impact Wrestling this week. Hell, watch SmackDown tonight. Let's see what's entertaining and what's not. I know, trust me, it's kind of hard for me to watch WWE sometimes. But again, I'm able to identify what's good and what's not. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel. And if you're interested in video games, look around my channel, Platano Games Network. I'll put the link to that channel in the description box. Right now, my recent videos are a lot of basketball videos, just because the playoffs are currently airing. But you can look through my archives, my playlists. They range from first-person shooters like Killzone and Battlefield, to Star Wars games like Battlefront, Tekken, Metal Gear Solid, comic book games like Wolverine, X-Men Destiny, Injustice. So just look out. Check it out if you like games. Peace. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.